All right, let's talk about Democrats, folks. Hakeem Jeffries of New York. He defeated Congresswoman Barbara Lee of California to be the chair of the House Democratic Caucus today. Jim Clyburn, he has the votes to become the majority whip. Also, Karen Bass is the CBC elect chair. Of course, CBC has 52 members. And they have the largest caucus in the House. And, of course, Nacy Pelosi, she also got the most votes on the Dem side. The question is, though, when it's time to vote for Speaker of the House, will she actually get the majority of the votes? 238 Democrats will be there. If you have enough folks, Democrats who say they won't vote for her, well, we already know Republicans are not going to vote for her. What's going to happen? I want to go to our panel here. Here's the thing that people also don't understand. The Constitution does not say specifically that to be a Speaker of the House, you have to be a member of the U.S. House. Anybody can literally be Speaker of the House. There's nothing that's there. Clearly, Democrats want to hold the line. Nacy Pelosi is extremely strong. She's been cutting various deals. You have Jeffries, who beat Lee. Clyburn, who is now majority whip. But here's the thing. By Jeffries beating Lee, now granted, Jeffries is young. By beating Lee, you don't have Lee was trying to become the first black woman to be in the leadership of the Democrats. So you got Clyburn, you got Pelosi at the top, you're going to have Steny Hoyer, majority leader, you're going to have Jim Clyburn, whip, and you're going to have, of course, head of the House Democratic Caucus, Hakeem Jeffries. They're going to have to explain to do, Shannon, to black women.
A little bit. You know, there's a lot of things that are not going on in a way that makes sense. Everybody talked about this blue wave that happened and that it was mostly women that came out and vote. Now, you would think that from the results of the election would be fresh enough in folks' mind that they would understand that there are certain demographics that they had not before realized how much they needed to actually listen to. You would have thought some of them lessons would have been learned since, you know, November 6th wasn't that far in the past. But sometimes folks got to get slapped down a couple times before they really feel it.
You have, of course, Democrats who are being very loud, Ryan, when it says they don't want Pelosi. Bottom line is she gets the vote.
Oh, it was always going to be Pelosi, although I wanted to see the first Speaker of the House fudge. That would have been a great move. But I got to say, Hakeem, he's one of my favorite congressmen, and I think he's on the path to one day be Speaker. I think that would be I think that's probably one of his goals. Mm-hmm. Pelosi's going to get the votes. She is a street fighter, even though she looks straight out of the Fountainhead Country Club. Her and good old Steny from Maryland's 5th District, who will never get rid of him. As a Marylander, I can say that they will have to take him out like Robert Byrd in a box. And look, Pelosi is a formidable political operator. She's been doing this for a long time. And I think that they have to pay very close attention to the Black Caucus. I think that I think that Pelosi's eyes are going to be opened a little bit stronger this year because there's a lot of Democrats still that say anybody but Nancy Pelosi. I'm one of the people that said, I think we can find somebody a little bit better than Pelosi.
All right, Cleo?
I'm intrigued with the fact that the black members of Congress has expanded and has never had the numbers that they have now.
Yeah, 52.
And I want to see if this will trickle down to some positive transformation on behalf of black people in terms of the issues that we face, including getting black people to be more excited about the concept of voting, the concept of having a collective power as a black group in this country, and if the Congress is going to actually speak to issues, because we all know that, well, I shouldn't say what we know, but just because they're all black, physically, don't mean they all going to operate in ways that are going to be beneficial to the black collective. So hopefully,
yeah, because look, you were elected by constituents, 700,000 people in districts. Mm-hmm. You take a Sanford Bishop, his district is far more conservative than a Maxine Waters district. How he votes on issues is totally different than how she is going to vote. Or take a Hakeem Jeffries, he's considered to be more of a moderate member compared to a Barbara Lee, who's considered to be more left. And so you have all of those actually go into it. That people have to actually consider. What will be interesting to see, though, now the Democrats control the House, they now have the power to actually pass bills. The question is, what kind of bills will we actually see what kind of pressure will they put on the Senate to then also try to get that bill passed as well. So that's one of the things that we're going to be able to see and check that out as well. So we're just waiting to see what happens there. And again, what's going to happen, of course, when Congress comes, when the new Congress is sworn in January 3rd, then you'll actually see the vote take place when it comes to whether or not Nacy Pelosi will be the Speaker of the House. Our cameras are going to be there on January 3rd with the CBC. They have a separate event as well where they do a swearing in. It's all ceremonial, but they have a whole program there as well that we'll be hearing from the head of the CBC. And so we'll be live streaming that event right here on Roland Martin Unfiltered. So that'll take place again on January 3rd. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.